Well, so far today, more than 8,300 people will now have ice anytime, anywhere they want it. You know why? This is a portable ice maker, no water line. You plug it in, you add water, and every 7 minutes, you get brand new, fresh, cold, delicious ice bullets, right? So they cool your drink faster, they melt slower. I swear they give you the creamiest smoothies and frozen drinks. It is like a softer ice cube. You can make up to 26 pounds of ice in a 24-hour period here, and it is so simple to do. This is our most compact, most lightweight version. It only weighs about 15 pounds, fits easily on a countertop. You can take it on the go, as I mentioned. We have beautiful colors. This is the red. It was very popular last hour. It is like a candy apple red tone. In the back here is the black, one of our more limited options for sure. At last check, I think we had about 350, okay. Final 350 in the black. It looks like hematite jewelry. It's beautiful. Here's the turquoise, perfect for summertime, a nice fun pop of color. Next to that is the stainless steel, also very limited. I think a lot of you are trying to match the appliances in your kitchens. So if you want that one, we've got a couple hundred left in the stainless. And then finally on the end, that one is the copper. Because it's the latest upgraded version, it's our most compact, most lightweight. We also have changed a few things at your request. So has a larger viewing window, so you can always see how much ice is inside, which, speaking of that, has a larger capacity. It can hold 2.5 pounds of ice at a time. So once it's full, it will light up and you can take out the ice basket, that's also included, and go dump it into your cooler or your blender or your ice bucket or whatever you're using. You get the basket, you get the ice scoop. You also get, this is new, the little suction cup hook, so you can hang your scooper right there on the side. You'll never lose it. This one has a self-cleaning mode, so you don't even have to worry about that. And as I mentioned, think about this by the pool, in the kitchen, in the man cave, on the RV. Maybe you want to take it to the vacation home, camping, tailgating, literally anywhere you have power. Pour in the water, now you have ice. You'll never have to ask your guests to bring it again. You'll never have to look for space or deal with the ice trays. It's pure convenience, and it is the tastiest ice, and it's the best value ever. We are actually $63 off the retail value. That is incredible with the 5 flex pay. And real quick, if you don't have the HSN credit card, this is the time to apply, because when you're approved, we give you $40 to put toward any single item purchase that you would like. That would bring this down to $59.95. So great savings on a huge favorite. Deb Byers is our home and lifestyle expert. And Deb, you know, we always need ice no matter what time of year, but especially in the summer.
Well, especially today. Hi,
Yes,
Michelle.
hello.
Today is the first day of summer, the beginning of all the time that we're going to want to spend together outdoors, entertaining. And what are you going to need all the time? You're going to need ice. So don't run to the store and spend $2 for a 7-pound bag of ice that's going to melt, or perhaps it's so heavy somebody's going to have to throw it on the floor or stab it with a knife. You've got ice every 7 minutes in this fabulous machine. Now, it's from Improvements, and we listen to all the suggestions that you bring to us. So you wanted a smaller unit, a lighter weight unit, but you didn't want to sacrifice that fast, easy, delicious capability of making ice every 7 minutes, up to 26 pounds in a 24-hour period. But we heard you and made this. It's the most portable one we've got. 15 pounds. It's 8.5 inches by 12 at its highest point, and you are going to have delicious ice in this amazing machine that you're going to use every single day, because once you've tasted this delicious ice,
I know,
it's the only ice that you're really going to want to have.
There is a difference, and there are a lot of us out there, we call ourselves ice snobs. And if you've ever gone to someone's house or even at your own home, the drink maybe has like a little film on the top, or it smells kind of funky, you know, it's usually the ice, right? It's trapping impurities in the freezer. If you love the certain fast food ice, and I always bring this up because you know who you are, where it's a little softer, it's almost like a little snowball in your mouth. This is softer cubes. It reminds me of that. It is delicious, but I think because it's created so quickly, it doesn't have time to grab impurities.
Well, what happens is when you get this home, the first thing you need to do is take off all the little packaging, and it'll be, things will be taped in there just to keep everything secure. It's easy breezy, no big deal. Then you're going to put it on your counter. Remember, it's a very small footprint, 8 by 12, easy, and it weighs about about 15 pounds, 15 and a half pounds. You're going to plug it into a regular outlet. Then you're going to take ordinary tap water. You'll take the basket out and then get ordinary tap water, and there's a little maximum line. You can't see it on the camera because it's sort of white on white, but you can clearly see it when you take this home. And then you fill it to the maximum line, put the little basket back. You're going to turn it on by the power button. Then you're going to press the select button and choose whether you want the small cubes or the large cubes, and then step away. It's going to start to make the ice in about 7 minutes, and it'll spill right into the basket. It's called harvesting. That's a big ice term that we use now. It harvests the ice, but it's a satisfying kerplunk, kerplunk, kerplunk that's going to go right into the basket. Your basket will hold 2.5 pounds, and when it's full, a little light will go on and say ice full, and then you take that ice out and put it wherever you're going to want to put it.
Wow.
Put it in the cooler if you want to, put it in bags if you want to, whatever you need to do, and then it'll simply start the process all over again. Once it needs water, it'll tell you to add water, and then you add water, and again, it'll start the process. But all your ice is being made on stainless steel rods, so that's why there's no impurities and why you're not getting that yucky taste that you can get from some funky ice. So yours is being self-contained in the stainless steel shell that your ice maker has, and delicious ice is guaranteed to come right through and go right into that basket.
It's been so popular today, and I'm so excited about it because we all have different reasons we may want it. Like for us, when we first bought ours, it was because we have the in-fridge ice maker. If we have more than like 3 people over, that thing is empty in no time, and you're just waiting, and it's just like, vroom, vroom. There's nothing coming out, like 1 cube at a time, right? So we're like, great, we'll get this. When people are coming over, we'll plug it in a little bit ahead of time. Every 7 minutes, you always have ice. Some people may want it because they don't have an ice maker, right? Maybe you're using the trays. Those are so inconvenient, and they take forever.
The trays.
Horrible.
We all know about the trays. And maybe you think that that's going to be okay. You're having a party. You've got trays in the freezer, so that's all good. You fill them up. You pop them in there. Your beef is frozen in there. Your chicken is frozen in there. Your vegetables are frozen in there. There's an old stew in there. When you take the ice out, you're going to have that kind of funky taste because whatever's in your freezer, and your freezer's been closed up, infiltrates your ice. You don't want that. Or worse, let's say people are coming over and you know you've got ice in the freezer because you've got the ice trays, but somebody went in there and took 2 or 3 cubes and took a cube and put the tray back. So you go in there to take the ice and there's 1 lone cube in there. Or I love what you said, where you go like this and all the ice goes everywhere. And then the dog comes running and he's chasing after the ice. So there are all kind of calamities that can happen. But in addition, if you have a conventional ice maker in your freezer and you're lucky enough that it's still working, the line hasn't frozen up or it hasn't leaked all over the floor, to have it repaired would cost you more than the cost of this ice maker. So when we went and bought another refrigerator, we opted out of having an automatic ice maker because it ended up costing so much to have it repaired. And now we have our ice maker right on the counter, churning out ice, 26 pounds every 24 hours. It's amazing.
Yeah, like maybe you don't need it, you can shut it off for a little while because it's every 7 minutes, you're getting more and more ice. And I love that. My poor mother-in-law, theirs has been broken since I've been with her son, and we've been together for quite a long time, since college. And that thing, because of why fix it? It costs so much. This is a perfect solution. My aunt, she just redid her entire kitchen, spent a lot of money for the built-in ice separate ice maker.
They're so expensive.
But you know, it's great. But you know what? When we need it, when she's entertaining, we're all outside. We have to go inside, upstairs. We're dripping pool water, get our drink. It's a huge pain. She could have taken this and just set it right on the counter, right by the pool, because it's complete portability. All you need is a plug and water to pour into it. You don't need a water line. So people take these camping on their RVs to the vacation home where there's ice who you don't know who made that or where it came from, or you forgot to buy ice, right? People use them everywhere. It's so convenient. Emergency use. What a great idea to have an ice maker. If you have one of those portable power sources, you could plug this in and have ice the whole time. It's a hot commodity during, a natural disaster, or make it ahead of time. Usually you have warning, something like a hurricane.
You do have warnings, and think about that for a second, because if you do know that there's going to be an emergency, you could go ahead and harvest the ice in your freezer until the power goes out, and then you've got all that ice that you can put in the cooler and save your food until you get the power back on. It's really, it can be an emergency help, and then for every day you're just getting better tasting ice.
Yeah, it's so delicious. I'm telling you, it is like clean, oh, almost soft ice cubes. It's hard to explain, but I think that the ice snobs out there with me, you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to walk you through colors. One of the main reasons is there are two that are in danger of selling out, and I don't know if they'll make it to the next presentation. We've got a little bit of time in between. This is the red. We're good in quantity on the red, and it is gorgeous. It's been very popular. It's actually our most popular appliance color. Every time we have a kitchen item, red is most popular. So I can understand a lot of you wanting to match that up. It's like a candy apple red. Gorgeous. The black is one of the ones that we need to be ordering if you want it. We've got about 300 left for the entire day. And we haven't even gotten into prime time yet. And that's when all the eyes are on. People are home from work. They're picking it up. So if you love that black, you might want to grab that sooner rather than later. It reminds me of like hematite jewelry. It's beautiful. This is the turquoise. Very fun summertime, or a little bit retro. Like I could see this out by a pool somewhere, like in the bar under the covered patio. Just super, super cute. Next to that is the stainless steel option. Very limited too. 250 left in this one. My producer Rob is saying that one could go in this airing just because of the number of people who are currently in the ordering process. So if you're trying to match other stainless appliances, this is going to be your last look at the stainless. And then we also have copper. Copper is beautiful. Don't sleep on that one, I must say, because if you have bronze finishes, hardwood floors, other copper appliances, you would love that one. Coming included, the ice basket. This is your scoop. We also, this is new, the little suction cup with the hook, so you can always hang your little scooper right on the side or the front of your ice maker and never lose it. Everything included. 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee on this. This is a $63 savings off of the retail value. So $99.95 just until midnight tonight. 5 flex pay means a $20 bill gets it home. If you don't have the HSN card, definitely apply, because when you're approved, you can use that card on your first purchase and take $40 off. So this would be $59.95 for you. And Deb, you know, the beauty of this is it's the kind of thing you know that you will use every single day, all year long, right? It's not just like a little extra accessory that you might use every now and then.
No, absolutely, because what's happening is your ice, and I've just got one here, this is the large cube. Your ice is a bullet shape, and we're calling it cubes, but it really, look at that, that's great. It's round like a bullet, and there's a hole in the center because it's made on those stainless steel rods. It's flash frozen. That's another reason why it tastes so great, but it has that hole that allows the beverage to get in there, so you've got more surface area to chill your drinks longer. And because the larger cubes melt slower, more slowly, these are perfect for chilling off your iced, your sushi or your shrimp cocktail, working on your buffet. So you have ice that'll fit on any of the displays and keep your items cooler. Then the smaller cubes slash bullets are perfect for the smoothies because they whip up absolutely amazing. And I know you love that special store that has the ice that you love. I keep thinking about your dentist because my dentist told me the same thing. And I thought, no.
I love to eat ice. I can't help it.
I spend too money on these teeth. Okay, so this will help you to make a smoothie even smoother without dairy. So if you want to go ahead and have a protein drink in the morning or you want to have a smoothie, you can make it without any dairy. So a low-fat, beautifully delicious frothy drink. Also for the adult beverages, with or without alcohol, it doesn't matter, will be even better with this ice. So it's another great reason to have it. And as a matter of fact, I think while we're talking, I'm going to go ahead and make Michelle her smoothie for the hour because I know you
feel
want
like you're treating me like a VIP. You didn't make this for any of the other hosts, right?
No.
In any of the other presentations. No. Perfect example though of even if you got it strictly for frozen drinks, I'm not kidding. It is such a treat to have something like this on hand and to not have to worry about it too. Like think about when you do entertain, ice is a hot commodity, right? You're scared to use too much. You maybe wouldn't want to use it for chilling your drinks and your food for your table and your spread because you're like, we're gonna run out. Somebody's gonna have to run to the store. We've got no room in the freezer for giant bags, and you end up using coolers, which don't look very nice and they're not very practical. You're slamming bags of ice on the ground, right? It's not fun. It costs a lot of money. Once you have this, you own it. That's it. All you need is a power source and water to pour in, and you're good to go. All right, let's see what you got here.
We got fresh blueberries, we've got orange juice, and we've got our little cubes of ice. Here we go.
Wow. I mean, it already looks like a milkshake to me. It looks super creamy. And again, you might not think there's a difference in ice. There is. The way this is flash made, every 7 minutes, you get a whole new tray. It's locking out impurities. It's super, like, softer bullets. It has that kind of soft consistency. So then when you blend it, it ends up being like a creamy consistency. So you're gonna see when we pour this out, if you didn't see what was in it before, you would absolutely think there was some kind of milk or dairy in this. Look at that.
This might be my crowning glory here. Look, oh my gosh. Oh my
Juice
gosh.
and ice.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to make a mess on the table and pardon my fingers.
Glorious.
Look at this, it's like sorbet.
Oh.
This is the crowning jewel in my smoothie
You can eat that with a spoon.
expertise.
Look.
Oh my, enjoy that one. That's the best one.
This is Deb's party trick too. I'm stealing it. How this straw stands up straight in the middle of the drink with 0 dairy.
Absolutely.
I mean, all right, here we go.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Oh.
Enjoy it.
Oh, and it's fresh. And you can control your ingredients. Think about like your pina coladas, your frozen daiquiris, your margaritas would be incredible with this ice. And it's such a good time to get it. First day of summer is today. So we are celebrating that. It's hot outside. You're chilling your food, you're making your drinks. Nobody wants a lukewarm, sweaty glass of whatever you're drinking. It just makes it unenjoyable. What I love about this ice, it cools your drink very quickly and it lasts a long time because of the way that it's shaped with that bullet kind of like cylindrical shape to it. You're seeing the controls. You literally turn it on, select what size you want, and walk away. You don't have to babysit this. When it's full, take out the basket, put it into your ice bucket or your cooler or whatever drinks you're making. It's not a cooler, it's an ice maker. So you definitely want to clear it out so that it also knows to keep creating. But it's so simple to do, and time again, these are a huge hit with our customers. This one is our latest version. I love that it's new. It's the most compact with the most capacity, and it's lightweight, 15 pounds. So you don't need a water line. That's why it's portable. Take it everywhere.
Absolutely. And there is no water line and there is no drain line, but there is a drain. There's a little button in the front. You simply pull the plug out in order to drain it. And we only recommend that you drain it. If you're going to take it with you when you're glamping or traveling in the car and there's water in it, we just suggest you drain it out so that if it tips over, you're not making a big mess in the car. But also, if you're going to be using it with the self-cleaning feature, which we have, which you requested, so we put it in this unit, it'll self-clean for about 30 minutes, and then they recommend that you simply empty all the water out. You simply take the plug out, release the water, put the plug in, and restart the whole thing all over again. Super easy breezy. So also, if you're going to be doing this for smoothies, and when you make your first one, you're going to be amazed at how smooth and frothy it's going to be. Think about how you organize your morning. You get up, you go downstairs, you plug the coffee in, your machine is already there, so you just turn it on. You go upstairs, do your hair, take your shower and whatnot, come downstairs 15 minutes later, and that basket is going to be filled with ice, so you can go ahead and start your day with your smoothie. You don't have to do anything else. And you're not going into the freezer and taking the ice, or maybe not the ice, because remember, maybe somebody used all the ice, to make your smoothie, because our ice is going to make it better. It's going to whip it and froth it without any dairy. So if you're doing something on a diet, this is really a great way to start every morning, and it's going to start 7 minutes after you start it.
Oh, your coffee drinks with this ice. Oh my God. Do you know how many calories are in those Chino, you know, frozen that you get mocha latte? A lot. It's like you might as well have a milkshake. But to make it with an ice like this, you know how creamy and frothy and delicious that would be? What a treat. Well, I'm like, how have I never done that?
Well, you actually made a great point too, because a lot of the water bottles and the coffee bottles that we're using now all have those narrow necks. So the ice cubes that you're getting in the conventional ones are not going to fit in those narrow necks. And this way you have an opportunity, because the smaller cubes are going to fit right into those. All the water bottles, all the coffee makers, and you can go to that $1 million coffee store and get the little jars of that kappa, choppa, choppa. That's so many calories. Empty it out, drink the coffee once, rinse it out, and the next day make your iced coffee using your ice, and you've saved yourself $6.
Right.
And it's absolutely going to taste delicious because you're
100%.
in control of the ingredients, and the ice is going to make it chilled to the perfect temperature.
All right, we are getting into a warning zone here, if you will, because it's almost 4:30 on the East Coast. We still have prime time to get through. We still have the big cooking shows to get through. But if you love the stainless or the black, this is your opportunity to do it before they sell out. The stainless option, we now have 150.
Oh, wow.
That is it. They are gone. This is the best value you're gonna get it at. And again, well over halfway through our quantity, but stainless, 150 people out of the millions of households that we reach will be able to get it. So don't miss out on that. The black option, 250. That's it. So once those two are gone, we will be down to the copper, the red, and the turquoise, which are fun, beautiful colors. But for those of you who want that more classic, maybe blend in with the rest of your appliances, the stainless and the black, this is your chance. The covers, by the way, $12. Those are getting very limited as well.
Oh, really?
The FlexPay is $2.50, and they are made to fit perfectly over your Today Special ice maker. So in case you want to protect them from dust or the elements, it's just a really nice add-on. So I highly recommend you look into that and add that to your cart if you'd like to get them, because look how beautifully that fits.
This is great. Well, actually, if you're not able to get the black and you're not able to get the stainless, you could actually get one of the other colors in it and just cover it if that's your choice, because it's the machine that's the most amazing thing. The colors are fabulous, and having it on your counter is a plus. But if you're not able to grab your color, you do have a cover that can hide it up.
All right, let's show everybody at home. 26 pounds of ice in a 24-hour period is what this can create for you. So I just want you to imagine, to visually be able to see what that looks like. And this is not, like, we didn't go out and say, let's buy 26 pounds of ice so you can visually see. One of our ice makers, one of our Today Specials, actually made all of this ice to show you. And it goes all the way down our freezer, so far down that you can't even see because our counter is in the way. That's a lot of ice continually if you needed that amount. So, I mean, it's such a smart idea. It's the kind of thing you always need, and nobody likes to be hosting and have to call their guests and say, can you bring ice? Or halfway through the party to have to run out and get it, have no space for it. I mean, it's just one of those conveniences that you'll find yourself using constantly.
And it pays for itself over and over and over again, because every time you're going out to get extra ice, you're paying for extra ice. And in an emergency, if you've already stocked up your refrigerator or your freezer with ice, you're going to, if the option was to go to the store, if there's an emergency, there's not going to be any ice. So you are actually going to be able to protect your family with this ice maker. But the best part is, if you're entertaining, you're presenting an elegant, absolutely gorgeous way for your guests to help themselves to the ice in here. You get the scoop and the little handle, so you don't have to worry about anything of where's the scoop. It's right there on the suction cup, right on the side. It's going to be keeping up with the pace of your party, because every 7 minutes, those cubes are going to dump right into your ice maker and be ready for the next person to grab them for their glass of wine or for maybe their margarita. The kids can use this, so move it out to the pool or the yard and let it go on and let them go and use this, so they're not coming into the house and opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing your refrigerator and freezer and potentially leaving the door open and defrosting all your groceries. They have access to fresh ice, and believe me, they're going to like this just as much as the adults are, because it tastes that good.
It's so nice to have the portability too. I mean, if you think about not needing to be hooked up to a water line, you literally plug it in and add your own water. So now you can take it to the man cave, by the pool, maybe you've got a little wet bar area, but then you can take it on the go. So the boat, the RV, the camper, if you're taking road trips, you just need a power source. We were talking about how great it would be to take it to a hotel or a vacation home even. You forget to buy ice, you've got all your luggage in the car, there's no room. Maybe there is ice there, but you're like, I don't know who's been touching this, where it came from. So that's a convenience, you know? You can definitely find ways to use this and to work it into your life. We took it to our son's soccer tournament. It was an all-day thing. Somebody had one of those portable power banks. We plugged it in. We had ice for drinks, for the coolers, to cool people down when the kids, you know, twist their ankles to make an ice pack. very convenient. And this is the best value. It's our newest, most upgraded version. It's the most compact. It is the lightweight one. It's only 15.5 pounds, holds the most capacity, has a larger viewing window, has a little suction cup for your hook, has a self-cleaning mode. I mean, this thing is incredible, and the colors are getting very, very limited. So 9,000 gone already today. This is the beautiful copper, stainless, 4 dozen, that's it. Actually 45. Wow. 45 left in the stainless now. These will not make it to the next presentation in that stainless on your screen. You just saw the turquoise. Black, very limited as well. We've only got a couple hundred left now in the black, so that'll be next to go after the stainless. And then we have the red option. But a $20 bill, I mean, use the FlexPay, get it home, try it out. You get to use it for 30 days. I think you'll start to see how nice it is to have.
Oh, it absolutely is, because it's such a small footprint on your countertop. 8.5 inches across, 12 inches deep, and 12 inches high at its highest point. And it just sits there looking so elegant. The sleek look of it, it's really, really fabulous. And all of the adjustments that we made, all of the improvements that we made were on your suggestion. You wanted a bigger window to be able to see what was going on inside. This is an opportunity for you to monitor the amount of ice that you've got in there. But let's face it, it's also fun to watch the ice be harvested into the basket. When it drops down and it makes that satisfying kerclump, kerclump, kerclump sound, you know you're going to have delicious ice ready to go. The scoop is going to be sitting right on the side of it, so you don't have to go looking for it because you've got that little suction cup. No little hands are going to be going in and around your ice. You're going to be able to have no lines that you have to be specially adjust. You simply plug it in, fill it with water, and wait for the magic to happen, and it will happen in 7 minutes. And when we say 7 minutes, what we mean is that the ice is going to drop into the little basket, and you are off and running. Your beverages can start. After 7 minutes, you're good to go.
Love it. All right, we just officially sold out of the stainless, so congratulations. Those of you who got that one, you will love it. Black is next to go, though. I want to give you fair warning. That's the one right in front of Deb there, and it is beautiful. It reminds me of jewelry just because it has that, it's like hematite.
It is like hematite. That's what I think too, yeah.
Absolutely stunning. So if you missed out on the stainless, you might want to grab that black. So we've got a couple hundred in the black. I do love the copper. I think it is gorgeous, especially if you have like the bronze finishes,
yes,
maybe dark tile, dark hardwood floors. It's really, really, it's like a handsome color. The turquoise is just sheer fun, total summertime. And then the red, that one's been popular too. The only reason it's not so limited, we had a lot more quantity of that, but it's our top selling color when it comes to kitchen appliances and like extra accessories in the kitchen.
Absolutely, and we've had it behind us on the counter just sitting there looking fabulous because it's right back there and it's tucked away. That's the other thing that's great about this. And again, the footprint is really small, but it's so handsome on your counter. And remember, all you need to do is turn it on and choose your ice, and it's going to start to do exactly what it was meant to do over and over and over again throughout the day.
And wedding gift, housewarming gift, college, anything. New home, new bar, just renovated. Who's the entertainer in your life? Get them this, they'll love it. And get the cover too.
Absolutely.
We've got to show you that cover because it's so convenient. It's only I think it's $12.95. So on FlexPay, it's $2.